Quincy Pondexter. Then there's Ryan Anderson. And it's Davis in at the 4. That's the Pelicans 5. Evans against Thomas. On the wing, Turner. Outside Bradley. 5 to shoot. Thomas kicks to Turner. Three-pointer. Pelicans with the rebound. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And they were so proficient in that game offensively, guys. Their passing was dynamic. Shot making, a really good flow to their offense.
Well, they played a very intelligent game of basketball, Steve, and those two things go hand in hand.
Davis, the pass to Evans. The fadeaway. Zeller grabs the board.
Well, you know, head coach Brad Stevens of the Celtics is coaching a much different game in the pros than we see in college. I mean, a lot of differences, but if anybody can make that transition, I really think he's certainly the guy that could. He's bright, he's hard-working, he communicates well, he's innovative, showed that innovativeness at the college level. So I think he's got all of the ingredients to become a college.
Good work. Good work.
Oh, yeah, man.
Close game as we wrap up the second quarter.
At the end of the first half, 1 half remaining for...
Okay, guys, let's focus and get down to business. Now, here's a few things I took.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime.
Let's go. You're in.
We go!
Celtics trail by 8. On the court right now for the Celtics. Sullinger and Zeller together down low. Avery Bradley is out there with Thomas. And it's Turner in at the 3 spot.
Been a cold spell for them coming out of the half, missing their first 3 shots. A tough start.
Holiday with it. Now guarded by Bradley. Holiday dishes to Gordon. Cashes in for a double-digit lead. Gordon's got 13 points. The Pelicans making a switch here. Walker's checked in.
And checking out some numbers for Isaiah Thomas. Some tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. 7th in scoring, 10th in three-point field goal percentage. And defensively, he's been really good. He ranks in the top 20 in the league in steals.
And you don't become a top 10 scorer, Steve, without a variety of offensive moves and a whole bunch of tricks in your bag. So he makes for wonderful highlights the way he can score it.
Turner up top. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. And it's 9 points for Evan Turner.
That one goes down, but offensively, just 1 of 4 to start the third quarter. Evan Turner has a nice potpourri of skills. I mean, a 6'7" swingman with very good ball handling ability. Played a lot of point forward at the Ohio State University. And also an excellent rebounder for a wing. And his basketball IQ is quite high to go along with that versatility.
Davis with a screen on Bradley. And Evan Turner, the number 2 pick back in 2010, but he struggled to put it all together.
Yeah, his shooting stroke is still a work in progress. You know, he's still developing that consistency with his scoring. His real strength is his playmaking ability and his ball handling.
And he makes the first.
How about this one for Eric Gordon? He has 14 points, and he's got 9 points from behind the arc.
Yeah, that's been an important part of his game today. He's made his open looks.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
We talk so much about how valuable expiring contracts and draft picks are in terms of building a team, but one thing that gets overlooked is just how important having a player on a good contract can be. It opens up so many possibilities for a team.
Evans with it, picked up by Turner. Evans against Turner. The shot's good from Evans.
No matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball in the paint.
That's been so critical, Clark, because whenever they have gotten the ball into the paint, it's resulted in points, it seems like.
With the talk of value contracts, if you get a franchise player and only paying him half of what is expected, Clark, that's an extra all-star player you can afford on your roster.
And I think that's a big payoff with it. So much of how a team is constructed in the NBA involves how close they are to the salary cap. So you'd like to try to get as many really good players as you can at market value, or in some cases maybe below market value.
Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for New Orleans. And then for Boston, Smith checked in for Zeller. Pass comes in for Sullinger. And Jake Crowder's subbed in for Turner. Thomas goes in. No luck. Walker with some nice D.
That's not an opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Pondexter kicks to Holiday. In low to Davis. And Boston with the rebound. Smith's got his 5th rebound in this one. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Crowder, the pass to Thomas. Hits the three-point bomb. Thomas got 5.
And you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
1:30 left in the 3rd quarter. New Orleans leading by 10. Walker dishes to Pondexter. And Holiday kicks to Walker. Back to Holiday. 16 feet away. And it's Walker that time on the assist by Holiday. And it's 6 points now in the game for Walker. Celtics trail by 12. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kevin, Jared Sullinger has developed some very thick skin during his time in the league. Sullinger said, "Because I had Satch Sullinger as a coach. So I learned early that it's not how loud he's saying it, it's what he's saying. I was blessed to have an angry coach. It's very hard to get into Jared's head, guys."
It is indeed. Thank you, Doris. Gordon with it. Now guarded by Bradley. Gordon kicks to Holiday. 29 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Shot clock at 5. Pondexter from outside. Here's Walker. Goes back up. And the layup is good. Walker's got 4 points in the quarter.
But an 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
Bass with a screen for Bradley. From 13, here's Smith. Offline. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Well, it had to be this play, don't you think, Kevin?
Sure.
This is just a phenomenal pass. Made the defense look like...
Get up.
We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. We've got Alexis Ajinça. Omer Ashik is out there with Ryan Anderson. Then there's Quincy Pondexter. And it's Evans in at the point guard position. That's the Pelicans 5. Yep, it goes in, and the Pelican lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Jared Sullinger. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Outside Holiday. Evans outside. Back to Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. They get a hand on it. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Pelicans leading by 11. Gordon the pass to Holiday. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Evans outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Gordon. Here's Walker. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Talk about some great numbers for Walker. He's got 8 points, and when it comes to rebounding, he's had a nice night there, too.
Yeah, he's really been mixing it up in the middle, getting in there and doing a lot of the dirty work for them.
Boston making a switch here. Thomas is checked in. And so Walker nails both of them. Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Kicks it out to Bradley. The pass to Sullinger. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Sullinger's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Gordon against Bradley. Gordon kicks to Evans. Back to Gordon. Evans dishes to Gordon. Left side Gordon. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
The dish to Sullinger. Back to Thomas. Out to Turner. And Thomas, here we go, and blocked. And pushing it up, here's New Orleans. Evans leading the charge. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Their defense has been outstanding, Kevin. Closing out on shots, blocking a lot of them as well.
The number of second chance points they've gotten is also impressive. I mean, they've kept so many possessions alive with offensive rebounds. Boy, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
There's a good screen. And Holiday, here we go. No good from 11 feet.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick, just couldn't get it to fall.
But Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action.
Bradley kicks to Zeller. Takes it from 10, and it's blocked by Asha. There's 1:17 left here in the fourth quarter. And it's Walker penetrating. And it's Bradley with the rebound.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
And these are the types of games where it's obvious one team clearly had the edge. Tonight, it's going to be a great win by a large margin for the Pelicans.
Right, Steve, and they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
No opportunity really to coast, although the score may appear that they did. I love the way they came together whenever things started to look bleak.
And so now, on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
You know, and this gives them a measure of revenge for what happened in the first meeting between these two clubs. That one really did not go their way.
And as interconference opponents, Steve, tonight was their only chance to get that revenge. They won't see each other in the regular season again until next year.
You always need role players to step up and help, and that was the case here as everything was working for Tyreke Evans. And the way he rebounded here surely was a spark for the team. And I'll tell you what, he was securing everything that came off the iron.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. With he's checked in for Asha. Anderson comes in for Tyreke Evans. Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Eric Gordon. And Tony Douglas is subbed in for Drew Holiday. Now Douglas. So New Orleans wins it. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win is a good win.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Congratulations.